You ever been on the water at night? Imagine this. It's a beautiful, calm evening. You're in a boat with your best friends, sailing across a lake that looks like a sheet of dark, shimmering glass. The stars are out, sprinkled across the sky like diamonds on velvet, and they're light dancers on the gentle ripples of the water. Everything is so peaceful, so quiet. You can hear the soft lapping of the waves against the boat, the gentle breeze whispering through the sails. It's the kind of moment you wish could last forever. This is exactly where Jesus and his friends were one evening. They were crossing the Sea of Galilee, and after a long day, everyone was feeling tired but content. Jesus was so exhausted that he found a comfy spot in the back of the boat, laid his head on a pillow, and fell fast asleep. His friends were probably sharing stories, looking up at the constellations, just enjoying the quiet journey together. It felt safe. It felt perfect. But then, without any warning, the sky turned angry. The gentle breeze became a furious howling wind. Whoosh! It ripped at the sails and screamed in their ears. The calm, glassy lake transformed into a raging monster. Huge waves, like angry giants, rose up from the deep and started crashing over the sides of their small wooden boat. The boat was tossed back and forth, up and down, like a tiny toy. Water was pouring in, filling the boat faster than they could bail it out. The friends were terrified. These were experienced fishermen. They knew this lake. They knew storms. But this was different. This was a storm so violent, so sudden, it felt like the world was ending. They grabbed onto anything they could, their knuckles white, their faces pale with fear. They shouted to each other over the roar of the wind and the crashing of the waves. In the middle of all this chaos and panic, they cried out, "We're sinking! We're going to drown!" They felt completely helpless, lost in the heart of the tempest. Then they remembered Jesus. He was still asleep in the back? How could he sleep through this? They scrambled to him, shaking him awake. "Teacher, don't you care that we're about to die?" Their voices were filled with desperation. Jesus opened his eyes. He saw the storm, he saw the giant waves, and he saw the terror on his friends' faces. But he wasn't scared. He slowly stood up, steady and calm in the rocking boat. He looked out at the raging storm, at the wind and the waves that threatened to swallow them whole. He raised his hand, and in a voice that was powerful yet serene, a voice that cut through the noise of the storm, he said just 3 words, "Peace, be still." And instantly, miraculously, everything stopped. The wind that had been howling like a lion just hushed. The waves that had been jumping like angry giants just rested. The entire lake became as smooth and calm as it was before. The silence was stunning. Vone. The only sound was the gentle lapping of water against the boat once more. The storm was gone. Jesus then turned to his friends, a gentle smile on his face. The moonlight now shone clearly on them. He asked them, "Why were you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They looked at him, then at the peaceful water, and back at him, their mouths wide open in awe. They weren't just relieved, they were completely amazed. They realized something incredibly beautiful and powerful that night. With Jesus in their boat, they were always safe. Even the biggest, scariest storms have to listen to his voice. And that's a promise for us too. When Jesus is with you, you can find peace even in the middle of your biggest storms. Thanks for watching. This story touched your heart? Please like and subscribe for more. See you next time.